That is crazy.
We got some wiper arms. They're actually for a Chevy. They're 54 through 59. So we got them on, but we are gonna need some blades, of course. That's how those look. So we got this wiper here. We're looking to get some blades for it. But we saw in the comments someone mentioned about it not having wipers. We actually lucked out. We ordered this on Amazon. It matches exactly down to a T of what the International's already got in it. So now we're at our local O'Reilly's to see if we can get some blades for it.
So we're here at the counter with Emily. She's going to help us. Emily, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
With our 54 International wiper blades. As Blake said, we did luck out with these. These actually offer a Chevy 54 to 59, and it perfectly fits. So, can you hook us up?
Yeah, I think so. Looking under Chevy, I was able to find these guys for you. Don't have them here, unfortunately, but I can have them tomorrow around 1:30.
Okay.
Get you sorted out.
That sounds good to us.
All right. Well, I can see you then.
We'll be here. Thank you.
Of course.
We're at everybody's favorite place, your local Walmart.
Here at our local Walmart, someone in the comments mentioned maybe using some Marvel mystery oil, fuel treatment. I've never used it, so it's truly a mystery to me, but hey, we'll give it a whirl, see what it does. Hopefully it helps it out. We're gonna try.
So we went to O'Reilly's, as you saw. Didn't really work out. It was kind of a bust. They tried really hard. We just couldn't get the right blades for our wipers. So now we're here at Carl's, C&J's. So we're gonna see what he can do for us. So we're gonna head inside now. What's happening? All right, so we're looking to get some wiper blades.
For Cannonball.
For Cannonball.
All right.
We tried at O'Reilly's. Like I said, they tried really hard, but unfortunately it was a bust.
Mm-hmm. They're probably tiny.
They're actually too big, too long.
So you need something, what, 9-10 inches long?
10 inches, I think. I think that's the
Okay.
11 inches hits like right at the rubber piece there.
I don't have any here, but I've got a hidey hole with a bunch of NOS stuff that I can go check, and I'll probably have something for you tomorrow. But can't tell anybody where the hidey hole's at, then it's not just mine.
That's right, yeah.
But yeah, come check with me tomorrow, and I'll probably have something for you.
All right, we'll check with you tomorrow and see what we can figure out.
Okay, sounds good.
And so the viewers, we want to make sure that they recognize Carl. This Carl come. Hold on.
Yeah.
There you go, people.
Yeah,
that's
the
Carl.
was featured in the last video.
Yeah.
You're
So
not on my head, are you?
no.
Oh, okay.
We are not. We are not on. Oh, yeah, we're not on.
Yeah.
So since we're here at C&J's Muscle Cars, I think we're gonna talk Carl in there and go in the back and see what they got going on, because we're big fans of all kinds of cars, trucks.
Yeah, go on through the doors there, and there's a few cars out here, stuff in the other buildings too.
Oh yeah, I like that Apache. That is cool. Very cool. Great. What about this Buick?
It's 66 Buick LeSabre.
That should have SS Minnow plastered on the side. I mean,
It's
that,
huge.
that is a car. Wow. Man.
This one's just back in with some dirty fuel and clean the fuel injectors on it. It's got the original motor in it. We've added fuel injection to it and a bunch of odds and ends you really can't see.
I feel like I smell Mopar in here somewhere.
There's one somewhere.
I feel like I can smell some
Just a little peek.
some Dodge or.
This is one that's been
Plymouth.
in the works for years and years.
Oh, this looks sublime.
Yeah.
Now what is this? Dart?
This is a 70 Dodge Dart.
Okay.
And maybe some other time I'll uncover it for you, but it's got a 6.4 Hemi and a Tremec 5-speed and a Dana 60 rear end, and it is going to be a beast.
Oh, so maybe this could be an episode of
Yeah.
the reveal.
Yeah,
I like that.
Another Mopar right there. I'm surprised that one didn't bite you.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And we're headed 440. We're putting in a 66 Dodge pickup.
Nice, nice.
57 Chevy Post with, this will get some questions, I'm sure. We've converted it to a stock GM 8.1 liter.
Very cool.
And 65 GTO over here with the fuel injected tri-power that's getting
What
assembled.
color is that?
That's actually a Mopar color, a Jeep color. What is it? Bahama Bikini or something like that?
Well, I just noticed all the flake and metallic in it. It's
Yeah,
ridiculous. It looks deep.
It hasn't been sanded or buffed or anything yet.
Really?
It's still got some.
Wow. Well, just for the camera, Cannonball's not going to look like none of these. So this is all professional stuff, and yeah, we're not professionals, so heads up on that. Well, thank you, man, for letting us come through. I'm
No
sure
problem.
we'll do it some more because
Yep.
we are car nerds right here. So
Anytime. And we've got another deal coming up. We'll be delivering a 33 International truck. You guys might want to get
that's down our line. So you hear that, people? 33 International pickup. If we can sucker him into letting us look at that thing, do something on that. Yeah. Thank you for letting us
Yep,
in.
no problem. You guys
Appreciate
take it
it.
easy.
We're back at C&J's. As you guys know, he's invited to see another international. So now we're here to take a look at that.
Well, here we are. We'll have to double check with Carl what year this thing is, but it's a really, really neat international pickup. I don't know how many of these things are around, and it looks like it's just pretty solid. So we'll go talk to Carl a little bit and get a little more info. So we're inside, gonna talk to Carl. All right, Carl, tell us a little bit about this international we're looking at.
Oh, it's a 1933 International flatbed. A friend of mine bought it, and I'm not sure that his wife was real happy that he bought it. But anyways, he brought it to me to help him try to sell, and surprisingly, it actually runs and drives. But we had it up at a local antique store out front, and the lady that's bought the truck would drive her husband, I believe, to the doctor's office in Springfield. And every time they'd drive by, he would comment about this truck and how cool it was. And so she's bought it for him for a Christmas present. And we're getting ready to go surprise him with it here.
And we get to ride along, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I hope it's okay, but we did have a fellow that's kind of tagged along. He's kind of our personal inspector. His name's Frank Fender. He'd like to look at this.
I don't know where you guys find these expert inspectors, but I guess that's fine.
Okay, so we'll have him look at it.
You're talking about this guy?
Yes.
Oh.
Wow, Frank, it looks like you grew a beard.
A little cold out these parts of Missouri, and gets a little cold. You know, I like to keep the face a little warm. Before we go ahead and take a look at this thing, I like to promote safety, so I think I'm gonna put these on real quick and just take a little look at this. Now, if you take a look at this, there's a little bit of green. That's called Slulu. That's a different brand of green right there. And they had to put it over it because the radiation of the old motor recoil went over all on this, and they had to put this on there because that actually keeps the heat in the car.
You sure that's what? You sure that's what happened?
That's what happens. I'm licensed. I'm licensed.
Okay.
Now this right here is an Ethernet cable. You usually plug in your car at the gas stations now. They got a plug in. You take that and you plug it in a machine and you get the gas. Now, first things first, when you do this stuff, you put on your safety glasses, and that's what I'm doing here. Now, all right, these little cracks, they actually help when you're going down the road. It actually it makes them go a little faster, you know.
I thought that's weather cracking.
But I know what I'm.
So what we're doing now is we're about to take that old truck to this old boy, and we got it down the road now. We're on our way. I think he's going to be pretty surprised. Like he said, he used to see it all the time and really thought it was something, so I can't wait to see what he thinks whenever we pull in with it.
How you doing?
All right, how are you?
I'm good. My name's Carl.
Oh, I'm Doug.
Doug, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You know anything about this?
No.
Am I at the right place?
Yes, I know about it.
Where do you want it?
Right where you got it.
Well, then we can drive it wherever you want to, because it runs and drives.
Yeah. Okay.
It takes a little, we'll get it started for you and stuff and show you. It takes a minute to get it started, but it probably did back in the 30s too.
Is it a crank?
No, no, we've got a starter.
Little 6-volt?
Yeah. Brian drove it yesterday. I followed him about 3 or 4 miles in it down the road with those premium tires on it. Premium. Doug, this is Brian. Brian's actually the owner of the car. Yeah. But we'll get it unloaded and kind of show you the process of starting it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's something we got to do with ours and redo the seat. Really is toast.
There's a guy that does good upholstery up in Richland.
Yeah, I can't think of his name.
What's his name? Reeves?
Reeves.
Reeves Upholstery?
Yeah, Reeves.
He's done a couple of trucks for me. He does a
Right
great
there
job.
by the police station.
Yeah.
I had him do some work for me, but
I'd just be careful not getting nothing on your carpet.
Oh, it's wonderful.
yeah.
There's a
You don't want to stain it.
there's a shut off
Don't
valve.
want to get battery acid on my
There's a shut off valve right there for the fuel.
Oh, look at the
That's that shut-off
inside.
valve.
You said there may not even be a seat.
It's got custom interior.
A lot better than what
Custom
I thought.
headliner. Look at that.
Much better.
How's
than
the
I thought
heater
it
work?
would be.
Really? So let me.
How much can you talk?
This right here, the only purpose for this thing is to hold on a spring and a metal plate on the bottom of this shifter. So people will try to pull this thing up, push it down, whatever. Somebody put this in years ago to hold that spring and that plate in the bottom of this. But if they mess with this too much, it'll pop that spring off and it'll be stuck in gear. And then you got to pull the top of the tranny off and hook it all back up. So yeah, you don't even need to mess with this.
AKA leave that alone until everybody
Yeah, well, talk
don't
to the
touch it.
grandkids.
Yeah.
It's up to date. It's completely green and emissions free. So it's already been updated for all that.
Yeah.
You want to try to fire it up for him?
Yeah.
The windows are so clean you can't even tell.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess you need that, don't you?
We got the same ones in our truck.
There you go.
I absolutely love it.
Was that choke pulling? That choke was pulling correctly yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah, it just wasn't pulling all the way, so I could help it out here a little. To see, pull it. Yeah, I'll have to help it a little bit. The cable just needs adjusted on it.
I can't believe it. said, who has that truck? And so they told me, and then they told me a price, and it was beyond what I could pay. So we just looked at it. Every time we went by, he would say, see if my old truck's out there. See if my old truck's out there, didn't you? Every time. He said, see if my old truck's out there. So I just thought about it, and about a month ago, I thought, you know, I'm going to try to get that old truck if I possibly can for him for Christmas. And so I called, and Carl was wonderful, and so we were able to get it. And so I think he's going to be really, really happy with it. He's already saying that this is where the family's going to take their Christmas picture next year, and we're going to put pumpkins in it for. He's got it all worked out. I didn't work it out. He worked it out. So you guys have really made us happy. I can tell you right now.
So what do you think? What's your thoughts?
I think I'm going to have a hard time finding tires for it.
Oh yeah.
Hey! What? Turn the cameras off.
Well,
I thought I told you to get out.
I was just seeing here, checking the receipts of this
You've
car
explained
here.
yourself way too much.
No,
Let's go.
I was just
Let's go.
checking here. I was just...
That is crazy.